Hello, welcome to my blog about recognizing the difference between fake cupcakes and real cupcakes. And welcome to my blog about straws. Blog about remembering to water your plants. Welcome to my blog where I spray paint everything gold. Alright guys, actually this is my book review blog and I really like filming those intros because my video editing skills are like this much. So that's really as far as it goes, you know. Dropping some clips of me thinking I'm being funny. Hopefully you find them as funny. I am reviewing Born at Midnight by C.C. Hunter. It is a 5-book series. So many books. Yeah, 5 books is a lot. And I tend to think that 3 books is too many. I like series that end in 1 book, which isn't really a series. It's a standalone. Good one. All right, team, it's go time. We gotta get serious here. Enough goofing around. Enough funny business, enough silly business, goofing. All right, really, focusing. Shadow Falls, Born at Midnight. Like I said, 5 books, and I read them all. I liked them all. I know it's a lot, but I really did like it, and I would recommend it. I'm not gonna tell you what my rating is, or what I would give this out of 5 stars. When I first read the series on Goodreads, I gave it 5 stars, so to let you know, I really did like it. But since then, I have read so many young adult paranormal books that I just love. Really hard to compare them. It's so hard to compare them. But I think I would give this a different rating now that I have read all these other ones. I'm sorry. So, this book is about Kylie Galen, this blonde right here. I tend to think that when the character on the front of the book looks like them and looks the way the character is described, then I think that that's them. So if there's ever a movie made, I expect this character to look just like the book. Just kidding. Come on, Vampire Diaries, blonde hair. She came out as a brunette. Okay, Kylie Galen. She is having a hard time. Parents are going through a divorce. She is seeing things. She's seeing a shrink, and she decides, I'm gonna go to a party. Unfortunately, like every good young adult book, that party is gonna get busted really quickly. You're gonna get in trouble, and your parents are gonna ship you off to camp. Good thing was she wasn't drinking at that party. So go you, Kylie Galen. Go you. But you still got sent off to camp because your parents were like, you are seeing things. I'm in the middle of a divorce and I can't handle you because you're going to parties. Darn it, Kylie, get it together. So Kylie gets sent away to a camp where there's love interest and all kinds of crazy stuff. And she thinks it's just a normal camp. But then she realizes this camp is cray-cray. I mean, she notices people are doing weird things. I'm talking paranormal weird. And that's basically where this book goes from there, is that Kylie was actually sent to this camp on the recommendation of her shrinking counselor because Kylie exhibits paranormal behavior. And the seeing of things is actually an ability of paranormal creatures. So she meets her love interest. This love story is a little bit different. I saw one Goodreads user refer to it as a love hectagon, which I thought was kind of funny because she's got her human ex-boyfriend Trey outside the camp, and then she's got 2 new love interests inside the camp. There is Lucas the werewolf and Derek the half-fae. But as the 5 books go on, it really becomes a love triangle, and it kind of sometimes overtakes the story a little bit, which is taken into account into my new review. But I did really like it, and I still was rooting. I had my favorites, and I would go on the C.C. Hunter blog to see what she was writing for, you know, more information about what the characters looked like, or, you know, the personalities of the characters. So that was kind of neat. You don't get as much character development per se in the book. It's really focused on Kylie and her thoughts. As well, Kylie also has some best friends in the book, and they're really fun in the first book. They have more of a storyline in the later books, so I won't talk too much about them. In fact, one of her best friends has a spin-off series, so that's kind of a fun fact. So besides that, besides the love interests and her best friends and all the crazy characters, let's talk about the biggest plot point in this story, is that we don't know what kind of paranormal being Kylie Galen is. C.C. Hunter has done an incredible job creating the world of this camp with all these creatures and paranormal beings, and we know, you know, in most paranormal stories there are our witches and our fairies and our fays and our wolves and all these kinds of characters, even humans. But this whole story is trying to figure out what Kylie Galen is, and I really, really enjoy it. One thing that's kind of fun too is that she's CC Hunter came up with this idea that there's like a squiggly line that appears above, it's kind of like their DNA, it appears above their head to show what they are. So it kind of tells other paranormal beings if you're human or not. And humans don't even know they're doing it, but paranormal beings know they're doing it, doing like the little squiggly symbol. And Kylie's isn't showing up. She's pretty much hiding it, but not on purpose. And so a lot of people think she's doing it to be rude, or they're like try and like pull one over them, you know, so they can't figure out what type of paranormal being she is. I like that. I think it's fun, and thing that's like so cool, and this might kind of be a spoiler, but not really, because you kind of figure it out right away. It's because she doesn't know what she is. She might be something that they've never even heard of, so they kind of mix around with the idea like, is Kylie a combination of different things? Like how Derek is half fae and half human. So they're like, maybe you're a mixture of things, and they're trying to figure out exactly what that mixture is, or if she's one thing. There's just a lot of weird twists and turns that make the story so great. And that's why I gave it 5 stars originally, younger me did, but now I definitely am gonna give it 4 stars because I think that they should have focused more on the friendships, in fact. I think the friendships could have been a really cool part to the storyline, even, you know, a bigger part. I also wanted, in the first book, was Kylie to not be as whiny the second time I read it. I realized that she's very unsure of who she is, and like, I don't know, it's kind of like, Kylie, you are at a paranormal camp, get it together. So that's kind of how I felt about that. She later, though, does figure out who she is and figures out what she is. And I will tell you, it is so cool. That's all I'm saying. It is so cool when you figure out what she is. And she does pick a love person. She picks a person, you know, she changes her mind throughout all 5 books. So it's a roller coaster. Good luck emotionally. Anyway, I hope you guys like this book review, and I really recommend reading it and figuring out what Kylie Galen is. It's called Born at Midnight by CC Hunter. It's a Shadow Falls novel. Again, it's 5 books long, and it's a great journey. It's an easy read. It's not difficult, and it's just a really enjoyable read. I think I would recommend it for high school. I don't know if it's quite middle school level. I think I say high school just because the content can get a little mature. I mean, we've all read Twilight. So we all know that sometimes these young adult books can be a little bit too mature. I mean, they don't take it far. They're not graphic in any way. They don't go that route. But they do cover topics that I think would be best, you know, suited for high school students. Also, too, young adults, I would recommend it too in your 20s, even 30s. And if you are just a fan of these fun paranormal young adult books, then read it at any age you want, because I loved it. And I hope you all are subscribing. Leave some comments below. Mom, you're like my only viewer, so start commenting. Bye, guys.